Okay, I've eaten. Ah, very, very nice, delicious. My body is thankful that I've eaten, and now I want to have something warm just to settle the stomach, and also, fried chicken. Although it was kind of quite light, the batter, so it was good. But still, and I'm looking down here at the mess. I'm seeing aged tangerine peel here, so I'm thinking that needs to come out. And I'm thinking rooibos aged tangerine peel. Never tried it before, could work. This is what I love about tisanes is, well, you can do this with teas as well, but with tisanes especially, I think it's a great thing. It's just mixing and making your own. Let's try a different camera angle. Let's try this just to get that light in. Why not? And I've just got my silver pot here. It was just out, so we might as well use it. And we're going to go straight into a big cup. Maybe not. We'll go gong dao bei as well. And I kind of want a little smell in the air. So I've got this. Wrong way around. What's it called? Dreams of Laos. Come on, focus. By Kiara Zen. Focusing. One of these days, I'll get a camera that does everything I want. One of these days it will happen. So if you don't know anything about incense, then Kiara Zen is sort of renowned for producing like top grade incense. I haven't done like enough ABs of incense to be able to affirm anything in particular, but I do very much enjoy his incense. Let's give it a smell. Oh. I saw this post a couple of days ago. Oh, okay, lighter broken. Oh, come on, man. Come on. What's the odds? A cricket. These lighters never break, ever. But this one has. Is this a sign to not light incense? Because I was about to say I saw a post on an Instagram channel called War on Wellness. Go check him out if you're interested in all things related to do with, opinions and ideas around health. And he wrote that lighting an incense stick is equivalent to burning a cigarette in your home in terms of secondhand smoke, in terms of the chemicals in it which are not good for your lungs. And I mean, that kind of freaked me out a bit because I love incense, so it was kind of like, yeah, you can put oils and scent, but there's something nice about incense. Now, given the choice, I would prefer to smell an oil than the smell of burning incense, because you do get the smell of burning. But the smell of like oud chips or wood on a heater is really, really good as well. But I do like incense, and yeah, this is annoying. I have to find a lighter. 1 second. All right, got one. Anyway, yeah, so that kind of disturbed me. And I want to confirm, is that true? Is that really true? Am I really dark compared to the background? I am, aren't I? This is not necessarily the best camera angle, but what we can do is we can just increase the exposure slightly. Like that better? Yeah, I do like incense. But I like to sort of put it far away from me anyway, because I think that it's just the scent that carries to you is always better than if you're smelling too close to an incense stick. And this is blocked. Anyway, this is not going well. And that went out. So first of all, why don't you prove how good you are as incense by staying alight. Put that over here. Just sweet resins. Touch of anise and caramel in there as well. And it's just the smell of fragrant wood, which I love. All right, sorry, I keep clearing my throat. As I said, I'm in the last video, I'm not particularly well at the moment. Got a bit of a COVID-like situation going on, but I am recovering, so it's all good. I was feeling really rough a couple of days ago. Yeah, that meal was nice. I had some food. If you didn't see, then you didn't watch the last episode. And it's really, I think, a good thing to train yourself in, is trying to work out the desire to do something, like in this case, it was the desire to eat, even though I was meant to be fasting. You got to listen to your body, but you've also got to distinguish between what your body is saying. Am I in focus? This suddenly looks really out of focus. You got to distinguish between what your body is saying and what the dopamine part of your brain is saying. So was it just the reward center in my brain going, eat fried chicken or eat food? Or was it, wow, the smell of this. Wow, so medicinal. Man, yeah, I mean, it smells like the most intense, like lemon, lime, and tangerine cordial, but with very, very dried dates and hawthorn and yeah, very sticky hawthorn fruits. Really, really nice smell. I wonder how it's going to work with the rooibos. And as usual, the framing is terrible, so you can't see anything. So let's just try to do a little bit here, like this. I'm not going to be a broken record with the camera. Right. So yeah, distinguishing between what your body is saying, because I kind of felt like my body was saying, like, I actually really could do with some food now. Maybe it's because I'm being ill and my body's just having to sort of work a bit harder. It felt like my body was saying, no, feed me. Obviously the dopamine part of my brain was also saying, yeah, what he said, let's eat. But yeah, trying to distinguish what your body is, trying to listen to your body versus listen to just the dopamine reward center of your brain. That's a really key skill. And I don't think that I've got that down yet, but it is a key skill, I think, to living, and a key skill to staying healthy, you know? Ooh, the color of that liquor. Definitely the aged tangerine has done something to that rooibos. Ooh, wow. All right, the incense isn't helping, but black currant cordial, but again, as if it's been slightly fermented or aged. A touch of vanilla, I mean rooibos, vanilla, of course. Shouldn't be surprised. Cherryade. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely smell. I'm not going to do a full I'm not going to do the whole tasting thing because I've also got incense next to me. And incense, there's no way around it. Like if you're burning incense, you're not going to be able to do like clear tasting notes on aroma notes. And so if you want that from a session, then don't burn incense. But if you know a tea well and you want this combination of things like pairing or whatever, you're pairing smell with other smell, then fair enough. Let's have a sip. Great combination. Great combination. And instantly my stomach is gurgling with pleasure. It's just like, I'm digesting food. It's like, this little warm liquid just comes down. Not too much. Don't drink too much with your food. Just little sips. Just add some energy and heat to the whole mix down there. I don't really drink with meals. I find that I don't think it's good for you. I'm very Chinese on that level. If I drink anything, it'll be warm liquids and it'll be small amounts. And then afterwards, after like half an hour, when your body's had a chance to sort of digest, then just drinking some tea, I think is really good. Certainly, I know that drinking like cold drinks with food is it's a sort of like a big no-no in China and in Chinese medicine. And I do subscribe to that. I think that drinking like cold drinks with food, especially with fatty foods, is not good. It just makes it so much harder for your body to digest. It's just, it hinders you. It's like you're handicapping your body from doing what it needs to do. So I don't drink much, and I don't drink much cold drinks with my meals. There are some, times when I do, like if I have barbecue, then like having a beer with a barbecue, even though I know it's not going to make me feel that good, it's just the taste. It's just so like that combination is amazing. There are some drinks that I will have with food, but yeah, in general, I try not to drink, especially cold drinks with meals. Celine is like the opposite. She literally can't eat unless there is a glass of water or something, usually water, next to her. It's like, she feels like it's just not complete. She can't eat. I'm not like that. Never have been. So good. It's like rooibos is, as we know, rooibos is a great drink. It's sweet. It's vanilla-y. It's got this like tobacco, vanilla, caramel, sweet, sugared note to it. I love it. It can be a bit too like, a bit too friendly, and the addition of the aged tangerine peel just matures it, just sort of gives it a bit more weight and a bit more maturity, if that makes sense, and I'm sure it does to some of you. This is so good. Good decision. So what's up for tomorrow? Tomorrow. Meetings. I've got to design the game. I've got to design all the web pages for the game. But the game this year is going to be different because it's not actually going to be this year. I've decided this year, for those of you watching the behind the scenes vlog, you're going to get privileged knowledge. I've decided this year to launch the game in the new year. And let me tell you a couple of reasons why. First of all, it's a mad rush Christmas, and I could get the game finished in time, but it's going to be right on the edge. And I know that me and the team, have had quite a heavy, hectic year, and I just don't want to do that to us or them. That's the first reason, but it's not the primary reason. The primary reason is because I think that whilst it's lovely to do a festive game at the end of the year, it depends on what the subject matter of the game is. And without giving anything away, the subject matter of this year's game is a little bit more like of a personal and introspective journey. And I don't think people necessarily want to be doing that, like when they're going out to Christmas parties and, you know, leading up to the Christmas period. I think it's much more of a January thing. Also, you know, I tend to release a video, as many of you know, at Chinese New Year, where I talk about things that have been on my mind over the past year, and like, you know, things that I've learnt and things that I feel like I want to communicate that are usually not related to tea, or at least sort of a sidestep to tea. And so it sort of makes, and I always felt like when we finished the game at Christmas time, it's like it's quite a long wait to get to that point, because Chinese New Year's in February, and this year it's I think it's later in February. So I looked at the calendar and I thought, this is a perfect amount of time between January and Chinese New Year to do the game. And so that's the plan. Hopefully it'll happen. Depends on how much work I can get done, but I think it will. And tomorrow I want to try and spend some time designing the website for that, which is, it's a strange thing, you know, designing a website for something that is really, really temporary, you know, like a couple of months and that's it, and doesn't really, I was going to say doesn't really do anything, like, but that's purely from the very limited view of seeing it just as a money-making tool. Yeah, it doesn't make us any money. Really, yes, of course, we do hook it into the website. So there's like, you know, you win rounds, you get discounts on products. So it encourages sales for sure. It rewards people that are involved in the competition. But overall, it's not, you know, for the amount of effort that gets put in, it definitely doesn't make that money back. But obviously that's a very limited way of looking at it. You know, the more long-term way of looking at it is, you know, well, I find them very satisfying. I find these games very meaningful to me. And they sort of map out a journey which I can look back on. One of the frustrations that I have is that these games, the websites are taken down and they disappear, and only the people who played them will remember them. And I have no real like collection. I mean, yeah, I could dig up the old artwork and find it and stuff, but ultimately it's gone. And there is a poetic beauty in that, impermanence, you know, all that. But at the same time, it would be nice to sort of still be able to look back at it and remember all the work that went into it. So I'm talking with the team about how we can maybe make this game a little bit more, have a bit more longevity, especially given the subject matter of the game, which again, I'm not going to tell you about, but the subject matter of the game, I think, suits more of that sort of longevity. So yeah, that's what's going on in my head. I don't know. We'll see. What else? What else is happening? Yeah, lots of things. Editing, lots of things. And then the week ends so quickly. It's unbelievable how fast the week goes by. It's just, I mean, it's Tuesday now, and I know in a blink it'll be Friday. And it's nuts. It's crazy. Is it just me? Or is time like going mad right now? Super, super fast speed. I mean, clearly it is. It's like, you know, you create your own speed. Like, you know, depending on what you do and how you feel your life. If you know you go on holiday and you have like busy days, and it's just, you know, the first 2 days feel like you've been there for a week. And then when you get used to a place, suddenly like, oh, suddenly we're going home again. So like, it is a skill to make time move at a slower speed. It's something that you do through what you fill your day with. And because there's a lot of repetition in my day in terms of doing similar things, even though, you know, every day is different, I think for me more than for most people, you know, there's still repetition. And so, yeah, you know, the weeks roll by the weeks roll by. So I've got to like chop it up with some little things that are not standard things. I think that's the key, isn't it? It's like try to regularly put in things that are irregular in your day to day, and that will like just help time slow down a little bit. And oh look, I was pouring. This is the thing about this Gondabe, is that it's kind of an awkward shape. I didn't buy it because it's kind of annoying to hold. It doesn't feel nice holding it. It looks kind of cool, but it doesn't feel nice. You've got these angles going into your hands. But the good thing is you can pour from any angle. Every angle every corner is a pouring corner. This Rooibos aged tangerine is so hitting the spot right now. I highly recommend it if you've got some Chenpi aged tangerine peel lying around. Even if it wasn't aged, just fresh tangerine peel would still be okay, but aged would be a lot better. And it's just it just feels so good in my body. Yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm probably gonna record more of the vlog on Friday. Fridays are usually my vlog day because I'm less in the week and I'm more in the like, mode, which helps, I think, when you're shooting a vlog. Because right now, I am thinking, gotta get to bed, gotta like sort stuff out. There's still a lot to do. So I'm gonna have one more sip with you. I'm super excited to get back live streaming. There's lots that I really want to do on the live stream. So I need to set that up tomorrow. I really want to like buy this new computer so that I can get that going, drill some holes in the wall so I can put the network cable in and start planning it. I know the Wednesday crew out there are all ready to roll and I cannot wait. So get to bed early, get some sleep so that we can try to tick off as much as possible from the week's list, even though the list always grows, never gets shorter, and you never feel like you tick off enough, but that's okay. It's okay. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Bye.